And we are live. This is On the 7's with Pyephreius B, Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pyephreius B, Metatron, your hostess with the mostest, and you guys know the drill. Today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this. I live this, I bees this, and I require this. So, you guys, however you're connected, however you're watching this or listening to this, wherever you are, right where you are today, just look inside of your soul. You don't even have to look in no mirror if you don't want to. Just look deep inside your soul and repeat this after me. Today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I be this, and I require this. And I guarantee you, if you make that mantra a regular part of your daily affirmations and you start living according to that mantra, each and every day your life gets better exponentially. I'm thankful and grateful to be here. I am so grateful for the month of November because last month was a 9-month for me. Last month was the preview of how your 2023 the overall vibration will go. So, however, the month of October was for you, it was a preview of what the entirety of 2023 will be like for you. So be prepared according to, the comings and goings and the ups and downs and ins and outs and your victories and defeats and all of that. Take all of last month into consideration and you'll get a idea of how things will be, the vibration. Events and happenings and circumstances will be different, but the vibration, the theme, the keynotes, so to speak. How was Halloween for y'all? Yeah, it was yeah.
Mine was peaceful.
Yeah, it was a big nothing burger over here because yeah, we are the two of us over here are Ichabod Crane. Yeah, yeah, but it was all good, as long as we kept our light off. None of the cheerings came to the door, and like I said, I live in the basement of a mansion here in Las Vegas, and unless somebody come downstairs, yeah, I don't hear shit anyway. So good to see you, Deirdre. How you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, very well. Thank you,
Hi,
thank you.
honeybee.
Huh?
I said, hi, honeybee.
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, honeybee, how are you today? Unmute yourself if you're talking. All right, all right. Well, I'll let her know you said hello when she does come back. Well, today we are wrapping up. We wrapped up numerology, master self numerology, the first phase of it. There will always be more numerology coming. That's my go-to. That's in my wheelhouse. So we will always be breaking down and getting back into numerology. But we want to close out everything with the mastered self astrology, November 2022, Zodiac Natives Soul Vibe. This is November 1st, 2022, and this is our 4 p.m. regularly scheduled class, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So, I want to talk about uh, there were two events that happened prior to today that have strong and direct influence over us the entire month. So I want to talk about, I want us to be mindful of the there was a solar eclipse on the 25th of October. And then Mars retrograded Sunday, the 30th. And Mars will be retrograde from October 30th, 2022 through January 12th, 2023, about approximately 2.5 months. Now, what we need to understand about Mars, the planet of Mars is the planet that motivates us, and our motivation comes from Mars, and what motivates us and what angers us and our sexual attractions and just our attractions and our appetites and things of those natures. Some real soul level creature comforts are dealt with personally in Mars. So when Mars is in its retrograde cycle, we are forced to reassess our current projects, our approach to, we are forced to reassess our current projects, our approach to getting what we want, and our desire nature, the things that we desire. And it's not just any type of animalistic sexual desire. We have all manner of desires. We have a whole bunch of desires. I mean, sometimes literally when I do this at the beginning of the show, I literally have a desire to go play basketball. I will always have that desire with basketball. Basketball is that thing, that physical thing that just washes everything away from me, and I can just go there. I'm just me there. So when I talk about desire, especially with Mars, like I said, it deals with our appetites, all of our appetites. Mars has direct effect on anything that we could get addicted to. You want to find out your addictions and find out why you're addicted to something, look up Mars in your chart and see what is aspecting Mars in your chart and where it's coming from. And then look to those houses and read about those houses, and you'll find out why you are attracted and addicted to certain things. Rather than directly assert our desires, we tend towards introspection. Now is the time to look within, instead of just going on a willy-nilly seek and destroy mission in an attempt to satiate some desires, which at this point right now they can't be satiated. So that would be a futile journey. That would be, you would make yourself sick in the indulgence. You would overdo everything, and you still would not be satisfied, to your own detriment. Now's the time that we need to go in and reassess the current emotional projects that you have going on. Reassess the current intellectual projects you have going on inside of you. All of the projects that we do outside of ourselves. They originate inside of us. So if it's my software project, my passion project, my software project, yeah, it's in a database, on my website, but it's in here. It's inside of me. So now that Mars is in this retrograde cycle, and I don't look at it as being forced, but because of the aggressiveness of Mars, I could see where a lot of us will feel forced, because Mars will come in and be like, yo, you got to tighten up. So yeah, now is a natural time for us to reassess our current projects, our approach to getting what we want, and our desired nature, rather than directly assert or directly assuage or directly chase our desires. We should go inward. Now, we can be hesitant about taking action right now, second guessing our instincts or our natural impulses rather than acting upon them. So be mindful of that the tendency right now and all the way through January 12th is there's going to be something that needs to be done, and there's going to be a little bit of hesitation or some second guessing of your instinct or your natural impulse. Just know that is prevailing in the cosmic atmosphere right now. Don't beat yourself up over it. However, push yourself through the hesitation, push yourself through the second guessing of your instincts, and push yourself through attempting to discount your natural impulses, and just trust them even the more, believe them even the more, dive into them even the more, push forward even the more, all while reassessing your current projects and reassessing your approach to getting what you want. Reassess that so that you can trim the fat or the useless pieces off of it and look to where you can expand into new areas, new profitable and prosperous avenues, and new material beneficial areas for those projects. Any questions, any comments about Mars being retrograde? The Mars retrograde will be now from the 30th until the 12th of January. So just know that your motivation, you're going to be second guessing it, your inspiration, all of those things like that. Just know that in the midst of being hesitant, in the midst of second guessing, whatever your natural impulse is, whatever your intuition is telling you, trust that. Trust it the first time. Do it. Trust it. Do it. Trust it. Do it. Any comments? All right. I'm bringing up Jupiter retrograde because Jupiter has been retrograde since July 28th, and it's going to come station direct this month. So I wanted to bring this to our attention as well before I get into the monthly soul vibes. Jupiter transit Aries and Pisces during this retrograde cycle this year. During this period, we might explore different or unusual perspectives, belief systems, or sets of morals. Temporarily, we may not feel as lucky in an outward sense or optimistic. Our enthusiasm for current projects may wane a little as we slow down and re-examine things. This can naturally help us to pace ourselves. So that's what I wanted to get to this part, because we're at the tail end of Jupiter retrograde. We have 22 days of the retrograde left. Look at how the pace and the ways and means of your life and your ways and means of living and being, look how the pace has changed or has been altered, or if it was slow before, it's picked up, or if it was fast before, it has slowed down now. Look at the pace of your life and become grateful for all that is going on in your life right now, whatever is currently going on in your life daily, according to your vocations and your income desires and all of that, whatever's going on, and however that pace is, whatever vocationally you're doing or interviewing for or in line for, it's going to be like this. This pace is going to carry you into March 2023. So recognize the pace. Be honest with yourself. Is the current pace of my life acceptable? Ask yourself that question. You don't have to put nothing in the chat. You don't have to answer the question for me. Is the current pace in my life acceptable? Is it something, am I managing everything that's currently in my life well? Is it seamless management, or am I missing something every day, or am I falling? Did something fall through the cracks, or am I stretched too thin to where I don't have a good grasp on my reality or a good grasp on my environment? If you like the pace right now, and if you have a good grasp on your reality, use the next 22 days to solidify all of the things that are currently in your life so that you can maintain this pace. If the pace isn't the way you desire, you know what you have to do to change the pace. There's nothing I could tell anybody specifically, what to do. It's an individual type deal. So if the pace of your life right now isn't up to your standard or isn't acceptable to you, use this next 22 days to solidify it. If it's too slow, speed it up. If it's too fast, slow it down. And solidify it in these next 22 days so that when Jupiter goes direct on the 23rd, you'll be ready for the expansion. Those whose pace, they're satisfied with the pace right now, you're preparing the ground, you're preparing your storehouse right now by solidifying it, because you're already ready for the expansion that Jupiter is going to bring when it goes back direct. Any comments? Any questions? Nope. All right. On to the November 2022 soul vibe. Numerology wise, November is a 17-8 month. We come by that 2022. That's 2 + 2 + 2 plus 11. So 6 and 11 is 17. 17-8. It's a military 8. That is, and what I mean by the military 8 is they'll run roughshod over you. They'll come and take the whole town and storm through, destroy everything. And then they'll circle back around and pay for the damages after they done ran. That's the essence and the vibration of a 17-8. So everything that'll be going on, it'll have that sort of strong arm of the armed forces type of vibe to it. It'll, the political rhetoric is in these last 7 days is just going to get totally obnoxious. It's just going to get, I suggest, if you've already made up your mind, don't watch any political ads or anything like that, because it's just going to get just totally obnoxious. these last 7 days. And then it's going to get real interesting after, well, starting the morning of the election. So let's get into the November 2022 solar ride. The month starts off with a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the morning of November 8th, and that is election day. So between now and election day, we're still running off of the solar eclipse energy from the 25th. This summation is bringing secrets to light. I told you guys last month that the lies and liars would be exposed, and they certainly were. Well, this month, the secrets. So whatever has been held back in the dark is going to be busted out into the light, and which means there is going to be a whole mess of political shenanigans going on starting on the morning of November 8th. This is an eclipse. So, eclipse obscures things from view, sometimes three months, sometimes 6 months, sometimes 9 months, sometimes a whole year before you see the fullness of what happened during the eclipse. And it happens early in the morning. So this is going to bring secrets to light. And it's also going to, whatever happens on that day is going to cloud it for a while. You guys understand what I mean by that? Whatever happens on the 8th, because the 8th is an eclipse that day, some of what happens on that day won't be exposed until later on. This is going to bring secrets to light, most of which have been repressed for quite some time. We are making major decisions around love, relationships, and creativity. Therefore, it is important to weigh all of the choices and tread lightly. Venus enters Sagittarius on November 16th. The following day, Mercury moves into Sagittarius as well. With Venus moving into the fiery Sagittarius, she will give us a lot of wanderlust and adventures to take on when it comes to love. Be careful. Be very careful. If you do not wish to get entangled into something that it will be hard or a long time to extricate yourself from, yeah, you might want to be careful when Venus enters Sag on the 16th and the next day on the 17th. We are willing to jump right into a relationship as long as it is burning hot and unpredictable. The burning hot has never been the problem for most folks. It's the unpredictability is where the problems lie for all of us. Anybody want to comment on that? Nope. All right. We may even hear of unexpected relationships forming. Oh, well, I know we will hear of a few unexpected relationships forming this entire month, especially after the 16th, all the way through Thanksgiving. With Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 17th, we are adding a lot of impulsivities when it comes to the way we communicate. So it's going to be a lot of, I can just see and hear, contradictions in reportings and this organization saying ABC and this organization saying XYZ, and fighting each other, and yeah, and people saying hello, but the other person hears goodbye. You guys get what I'm talking about? It's going to be a lot. You got Mercury up in there, the fast moving planet. So it's going to be a lot of impulsive communications, a lot of contradictory chatter, a lot of cross talking. It's just going to be, um, I could just see static. I could just see a lot of static. It's going to be really, really difficult to effectively communicate or to actively listen during those couple of days. It is very common for people to put their foot in their mouths during this transit. Yep, we already seeing some of that already. Therefore, it's important you think before you speak and double check every text before you send it in order to avoid arguments with others. It's important you think before you speak and double check every text or every email before you send it in order to avoid arguments with others. On November 22nd, the sun enters Sag again, adding stamina and gusto to our lives. We will find that we have more puff in our stuff, more excitement, more exuberance, more get up and go. Yeah, just more of whatever it is that motivates you. You're gonna have more of it, and it's going to increase this month right here. Sad season also allows us to philosophize our hopes and dreams for winter. So now the time that we need to start towards the end of the month, start planning, and getting ourselves prepared. Wherever you are in this land or on this piece of dirt that we call Earth, look, do some research about how it is in your area for winter and start to prepare after the 22nd of November. And then additionally, the new moon in Sag, there's a new moon in Sag the very next day is the time when we can refresh our revisions. So we've already been revising. We've already been looking at the projects and all this. Now, at the end of the month, towards the end of the month on the 23rd, that's the time that we can say, okay, revisions are done. Boom, let's go. Let's come on with the come on. And instead of sticking to the old, we will be embracing a new mindset and a new personal vibe. November, this is the month, and it's the time to leave the past behind and move into a new state of being. Some of us have already begun to transition, so to speak. Part of my break that I'm taking after this class until after Thanksgiving is to help with a physical, a cosmic and a physical transition that my body is making right now, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. There's some automatic and channeled writing that has been going on, and some prophecies that are extending out maybe 7 to 9 years. So I'm real excited about what's happening. I'm already moving into my new state of being. I'm already embracing a new cosmic mindset and a new personal vibe. So the rest of us will catch up, and in this month we will all be embracing new mindset and that personal vibe, and putting the past behind us and moving into a new state of being. Sag season is pushing us to move onwards and forwards into the future. Any comments about the general vibe for November? Nope. All right. Zodiac natives, here we go. Aries natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. With the solar eclipse on October 25th, bringing powerful energy to your intimacy sector, the month ahead is one of empowerment and discovery. It's a time for working on yourself from the inside out, addressing dependencies and issues of support, and improving an intimate relationship. If you've been too dependent upon others, or the opposite, too proud to ask for help, then you'll see and feel it acutely at this time. And you'll want to make changes. The month ahead is outstanding for focusing on issues of intimacy and sharing and developing self-mastery skills. Goals to reduce debt, get support, quit a bad habit, or understand your psychological workings better are favored now. The universe will ask you to do some serious purging this month, Aries natives, as 3 planets make their way through transformative Scorpio and the sector of your chart that governs death and rebirth. Use this energy to move away from people or situations that have been weighing you down as you recommit to those that support and lift you. Taurus natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. With the solar eclipse on October 25th, 2022, bringing powerful energy to your partnership sector, you're in a strong position for new beginnings regarding your close relationships. Negotiations and one-to-one relationships are highlighted now and in the coming weeks and months. It can be a time for beginning new relationships or redefining existing ones in significant ways. A stronger awareness of the role someone plays in your life or the need for support and companionship may be in focus right now. If you've been holding on too tightly to a problematic relationship, then circumstances now might push the matter. Harmony will be a key word for you this month, as the Sun, Venus, and Mercury continue to journey through Scorpio and your solar 7th house. These vibes are all about embracing healthy companionship, grace, and self-care as the stars encourage you to lean into love. Gemini natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse prompted a refresh or new chapter in your life related to work, health, habits, and routines. It heralds a period when you can successfully initiate new diet regimens, healthy routines, and satisfying work schedules, or improve and revamp the current ones. Throughout this entire month, you're in a solid position to take care of business, handle details, and increase efficiency. Circumstances around you can push these matters or motivate and prompt you to want to make big changes. It's an excellent time to recognize and honor your limits regarding how much you can give and do. Be sure to pace yourself and don't jump into something without thinking. A new direction will come, and you don't have to push for it. The power of change will be on your side this month, Gemini, as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus travel through transformative Scorpio and your solar sixth house. This cosmic climate encourages you to adopt new and healthier habits. Though proceeding with this personal evolution will take dedication and hard work on your part. Cancer natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse occurred in your sector of romance, creative self-expression, recreation, children, and hobbies. Events happening this month and in the months ahead set you up for new beginnings in one or more of these areas of life. This eclipse sets up a distinct theme. Romantic inclinations are highlighted, as are any kind of celebratory, playful, and just for fun endeavors. You are exceptionally aware of your need for feedback from others during this month, deriving pleasure from the ways your creativity impacts the world around you. It can be a passionate time for you and a time when you feel especially motivated, even driven to share yourself or your creations. You'll be filled with artistic inspiration and creative ideas this month as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus glide through Scorpio and the sector of your chart that governs self-expression. Use this energy as an excuse to let your imagination run wild, as long as doing so feels good and is providing you with reasons to be optimistic. All right, Leo natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse cleared the way for new beginnings, mainly related to your personal life or living conditions and arrangements. It's time to assess what may have been holding you back from thriving, mainly related to your career and home life. This eclipse set, spanning from October 21st and November 2023, October 2021 to November 2023, is powerful for arriving at a better work-home balance. With this particular influence, the focus is taking charge of your home life, attention to matters of security and safety, and connecting with family and your own emotions. It can serve as a cosmic nudge to find your roots, build your sense of security, and focus on building your support system or base of operations. There can be the need or desire to put your personal life first now, and changes may be afoot. You're in an excellent position to start fresh and take charge. The universe is asking you to process a lot right now as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus all travel through Scorpio and your solar fourth house. This celestial dance encourages you to nurture your heart and mind while taking an honest look at your identity and what's important to you. Scorpio season dares you to be vulnerable, so you might feel less career focused and more concerned with family members or intimate connections. Virgo natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse launched a favorable cycle for turning over a new leaf with your studies, communications, and connections. It comes as a powerful prompt to improve your communication. It's also strong for making new contacts, learning new things, and expressing yourself in new ways or through different channels. You could find you're becoming more effective at developing mental rapport with others, or it's becoming easier to connect and get around. New equipment or transportation options might open up. There can be a powerful drive to let go of outdated attitudes or conditions so that the path is clear for new beginnings. News can come that steers you in a new direction, or you could have a sudden urge to take a course or begin a new project. This month ahead is excellent for taking care of daily tasks with increased and renewed energy, or pouring more energy into your personal interests. Your wit will be quick and your instincts very strong this month, as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus all travel through Scorpio and the sector of your chart that governs communication and thought processes. A hunger for new information and truth drives you right now, though these vibes can border on obsessive, so you'll need to keep tabs on the amount of detail you ingest in one sitting. The psychic nature of this cosmic climate allows you to read others more easily, though setting boundaries will be important when it comes to protecting your own energy. Libra natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse happened in your resources sector, and you might make important decisions in the coming days, weeks, and this month related to personal finances, business, and practical affairs. On another level, this is a time for establishing yourself and discovering and developing your natural talents and personal resources. Your financial status, income, or arrangements related to security and comfort are subject to improvements, changes, and new beginnings. You might also discover ways to increase your income or earning capacity. It's a beautiful time for earthy, tactile, and comforting activities that help you to feel more grounded and centered. If you've been holding on too tightly to a lifestyle or financial habits that haven't served you well, changes become absolutely necessary. New beginnings are in order. This month gives you a fantastic push towards taking better care of your money and resources. Issues of being treated well and with respect can also come into play. Financial growth and future security will take up the bulk of your focus this month as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus travel through Scorpio. This cosmic climate can trigger your need for stability, inspiring you to build something that can stand the test of time. Scorpio natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse fell in your sign, and it helped pave the way towards significant individual changes this month and in the coming days, weeks, and months ahead. It's a time to reinvent yourself in some personal way, such as with a new look or manner of expressing and presenting yourself. Put your best foot forward as you're getting noticed and making a powerful impression on others. Still, this new energy can originate from a feeling of being overlooked. Circumstances can prompt a rethinking of your general attitude towards new beginnings, bravery, a leadership role, independence, and the ways you instinctively defend yourself. It's a time when you can be braver and enjoy new experiences. There can be a tendency to dig in your heels and display your independence now, which may be necessary for personal growth, but it's best to take care to stay true to yourself in the process. Get in touch with what you genuinely and sincerely want and envision it. However, wait for the dust to settle before going all in. Keep in mind that you can feel a little wiped out around the time that this energy begins to rebuild. Consider that you may need to clean the slate of inauthentic sources before you restock with genuine motivation. The cosmic climate this month is a bittersweet one for you because the stars align to bring you both blessings and challenges. On one hand, you will be feeling clear-headed and motivated to wholeheartedly work toward your goals as the sun, Mercury, and Venus all travel through your sign. And on the other hand, you may feel overwhelmed with all of the change and all of the new possibilities. Sagittarius natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse launched a period of review, of letting go, and of recharging your spiritual or emotional batteries. Occurring in your solar 12th house of endings, mental health, privacy, and reflection, it's a time for releasing, purging, and healing. This month, you're encouraged to put certain outdated ventures or situations behind you. It may be a time of withdrawal and retreat in a social sense, and of soul searching, and of the seeking out of emotional peace of mind. You're due for the extra time to yourself, Sag. If you've been neglecting your psychic, spiritual, or emotional needs, circumstances can push you to pay attention to your inner world this month. There can be flooding of energies now, which can be a little disorienting. But as you advance, you'll get a stronger sense of what changes to make. If you require solitude, then you'll find ways to get it. If there have been toxic connections to your past, you'll determine how to break those ties. If you've been giving yourself too much to your own detriment, this is a time and a month for a more dedicated attention to your emotional and spiritual needs. There will be a wellspring of activity happening below the surface for you this month as the sun, Venus, and Mercury make their way through the sector of your chart that governs the subconscious. The transformative nature of the Scorpion's energy can push you to evolve past old beliefs or behaviors that no longer align with who you are, as your impending solar return asks you to examine how you can grow throughout the next year. Capricorn natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse emphasized making contacts and reaching out to others this month and over the coming days, weeks, and months. Events and circumstances clear the path for new beginnings, mainly related to how you fit in with friends and the community. With this occurring in your social sector, you become more acutely aware of your position in life within the context of the group rather than through self-centered focus. Goals that involve networking, making connections with others, joining or strengthening ties in a group project or activities, and nurturing goodwill are the focus during this month. Reflect on how you'd like to steer your life this month and in the coming days, weeks, and months, particularly concerning your place in the social side of life. This month favors formulating goals that have to do with the future, long-term happiness, or a sense of mission or purpose, and of aligning yourself with important causes. This can be a crucial time for delegating, collaborating, or calling on a team so that you can have more time to focus on honing your craft or getting time for yourself. If existing friendships require a new focus or a renewed bond, then the energy of this month will help you. It's not a time for clarity, but one of faith or one of trusting in the process. You might feel as though your social circle is revolving around you this month as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus travel through Scorpio and the sector of your chart that governs the community. This cosmic climate inspires you to organize gatherings with your nearest and dearest, though a temptation to play matchmaker among your friends could also come into play. Don't be afraid to blend your friendship groups or help others get ahead through arranging connections with the understanding that there are enough opportunities and love to go around. Aquarius natives, this is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse heightened your awareness and sensitivity to your standing in society and your professional goals, desires, and active pursuits. As it happens in your solar chart's professional or public sector, there can be feelings of excitement or uneasiness, depending on how you handle change surrounding career, reputation, and life path matters. Initially, you could feel stuck, blocked, underappreciated, or uncertain of your next step. For this month and forward, however, you're in great shape to develop new business plans and goals. A sense of renewal and reinvigoration regarding your career goals is coming along this month. Changes in work, focus, life direction, business partners, authority figures, your reputation, and your own authority and influence will occur this month and in the coming months. It's a time to focus on the elements of your personality that you are projecting in your career or to society with an eye for improvement. Significant shifts in how others see you will occur now. There can be some recognition for your accomplishments. You are more actively aware of the need to bring added structure or rules into your life, or you might decide to improve your performance and general practices. This will encourage you to get a better understanding of your needs, and it will assist you to attend to your responsibilities and to the outside world and to your own inner world, your family, and your personal life. Both areas of life will benefit. Finding a balance between work and play might be a tall order this month as the Sun, Mercury, and Venus travel through the sector of your chart that governs career ambitions. This celestial dance will open major doors for you professionally, though these opportunities won't come without their hangups. And then finally, Pisces natives. This is your November 2022 soul vibe. The October 25th, 2022 solar eclipse fell in the sector of your solar chart that rules your spirit to grow, explore, and expand beyond the regular experiences in life. It can bring invigorating events into your life that nudge you out of your routine. You are making a break from the past, helping clear the path for future growth and development. There may be chances to broaden your horizons through education, life experience, or adventure. Emerging opportunities to publish or promote your work, share your ideas, and enjoy mind-expanding experiences can figure strongly this month. Meeting important people through these endeavors is very possible. In the areas of publishing, promotion, travel, adventure, belief systems, world culture, higher education, and the law, if appropriate to your current conditions, there can be new beginnings or sudden advancement, progression, and focus. There can be new avenues opening up for getting out and about. It's a good time for exploring the world or new perspectives with friends. Though Scorpio season tends to be one of the more intense and rocky times of the year, you will benefit from some additional support from beyond the veil as a series of celestial bodies travel through your solar ninth house. That's right. While other members of the Zodiac are struggling with personal upheavals, you Pisces will be flying high on a cloud of optimism and faith in the bigger picture. Any comments, any questions about any of the Zodiac natives? Excuse me for a second. Oh. Oh, that's better. Any comments? Any of this already taking effect since that solar eclipse from the 25th? Yes, honeybee.
Was that according to like the sidereal astrology or Western astrology?
It's a mix of both.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's I because everyone focuses and knows Western astrology more readily, this soul vibe is 88% Western astrology though.
Copy.
All right. All right. Anybody else? Anybody got any questions about the month? Any
I have a
questions?
question.
Yes.
Would it be helpful for people to plug in like their entire chart to everything that you just read?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And in sidereal astrology, I'm a Capricorn. In Western astrology, I'm an Aquarius. So every day I read both of those. Read your ascendant sign as well. I would read the rising of the ascendant sign as well. So go through your chart and find out, and read a couple of these because yeah, I know someone on this call that has some strong Gemini in there. Pay attention to that Gemini soul vibe. Absolutely. 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 I would be very, very careful with the conversations that you get in on social media this month. Very, very careful indeed. Yeah, just that's all I'm gonna say about that. I would just be mindful that that this is a very sensitive and perilous time in the history of this democratic republic. And the changes that are already in effect because of the Pluto return, those changes, although they have not come to pass, the beginning rumblings of them will begin to become apparent after the midterm election. So I want all of us to be very, very mindful of who we're communicating with. Be mindful of what we are typing and texting on these various platforms and on these various devices that we have. And you know, as long as you are speaking your truth, I suggest you call people this month. Don't just text and email. Call folks. That calling will be the safest form of communication this month. Or how about the old-fashioned way? Just get off your ass and go see somebody. I got a even noveler idea, even older one. Get some paper and a pen and some stamps. Write a letter. But just be real after next week. Be real careful about what you're typing and who you going back and forth with on social media. Be very, 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 very careful. Yeah. Anybody got anything they would like to add or any questions? You guys are always welcome for this. Always welcome. All right. Well, I want to give you guys, we are going with Master Self Chakra. Again, I still ain't come up with the full name, but that is going to be the next avenue that we're going to break bread and learn about. It will be after Thanksgiving. I need to take some time to get some serious writing done and get this physical transition done properly, and you know, it's a couple of rituals I have to go through, and probably be 1 or 2 days that I won't be in a position to be too communicative. So because I know all that, and I know this process, and I've been through this process before. Yeah, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks is and then what comes out after that is some amazing shit. And then I'm not just bragging on my own self or patting myself on the back. I'm quietly assured of this because it has happened over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, you know, that pattern in me is going to repeat. So I want to have everybody just be mindful of your surroundings, where you are. Be mindful when you go out shopping, or if you go out to have to run errands and pay bills. You know, don't be out late after dark by yourselves, and you know, even during the day, park in a well-lit area, and just be careful, because there has been a shift in society to the point to where folks just don't give a fuck no more. People getting killed over a $10 dice game, over a nickel bag of weed, over a microwave, over a parking stall, over no ketchup in my bag in the drive-thru. I mean, really, y'all. So I just want all of us to be careful. I want all of us to be safe. I want all of us to get through this military force month unscathed, and I want all of us to get some Thanksgiving in us. I don't need a holiday to be thankful. I'm thankful and grateful every day, but However, of all of the nonsensical holidays, Thanksgiving was the one that we celebrated. The rest of this shit we put on a show for everybody else. But authentically, yeah, we were grateful and thankful for everything that we had. So I want us to end this with just being thankful and being grateful right where you are right now. Doesn't matter how big the spot is or how small it is, doesn't matter if it's filled to the capacity or if it's just you in there. I want us all to be thankful. Thankful for who we are. Thankful for who we are expanding into and evolving into and ascending into. Thank you for the good people that are in our lives. Thankful for the abundance that we each live with. Thankful for everything that serves our highest good that the universe has dispatched. This has been On the Sevens with Pyephreius B, Metatron, where we do come to awaken, ascend, and expand. We do go through the 88 steps into our mastered self. And I guarantee you, if you make On the Sevens with Pyephreius B, Metatron a permanent part of your soul's journey, somewhere along the way, your mastered self awaits you. I sincerely love each and every one of you. And whenever I say goodbye, it's never for forever. It's just until our next show. So until our next class, goodbye for now. Peace, love, and ciao.
Good night, y'all.
See y'all after Thanksgiving.
Good night.